Good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning. Oh, I forgot to take this off. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Happy April. Happy new month. Um, happy. Give me one moment. Sorry. Okay. Just making sure I have enough lighting. So today I'm going to be a bit brief. But I wanted to jump on and speak to you about what are your Q2 investments. And Q2 is just a shortened version for quarter two. And so now we've passed the first quarter of the year, January, February, March. We're now in the second quarter of the year. Thankful and grateful for that. And let me introduce myself quickly. My name is 𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿, and I am a leadership coach. I help new managers develop leadership influence by mastering their relationships at work and leveraging their communication skills. So I focus on your work relationships and your communication around that because competence is important. Yes, it is absolutely important, but you can have someone who has had all the experiences in the world, who knows what they're doing. They know every inch of the department, the organization, they know everything. But if they don't have the right relationships, if they don't cultivate and foster the right relationships at work, um, if they don't learn how to communicate as a leader, then they're not going to be effective. And so that's the crux of what I teach. And if you're interested in working with me, you can work with me in my coaching program. It's called Communicate to Influence, and you can find more information on it by going to the link in my bio. So if you're on Facebook, it's the About section. And if you're on Instagram, it is the bio. And so, what am I talking about? About investments, right? So, you may be thinking, okay, I'm not into banking, I don't do crypto, I'm not into NFTs, I'm not, what is she talking about investing? And I'm really talking about investing in yourself. And so, you know, the people, the platform that I have created is really to support leaders, new managers, yes. I focus on helping, one moment. I focus on developing new managers within my coaching program, but really, if you are in management or want to get in management, my content can help you. And so it's really about leading people first involves you leading yourself. You have to learn to lead yourself and master that and be aware of that before you can really effectively lead people, right? And so it's really about transforming to a better you, really about transforming to a better you, right? Through your professional development. And so, what does that look like for you in quarter two? What does your professional development look like in quarter two for you? Okay. Professional development is your gateway to success. Our personal development is your gateway to success. You're not going to remain the same person that you were. Good morning. You're not going to remain the same person that you were, or you can't, or we don't, right? That you were 2 years ago, the person that you were when you got into this leadership role, and you have to keep constantly developing. Persons often they either finish with university, they finish with whatever type of education that they have, and they think that it's that's it. That is not it. Life is constantly evolving, life is constantly changing. And so you need to change along with life. You need to go with the flow. You need to up level. And so your mindset should be one of really learning how to develop yourself. It's not a one and done, is what I'm trying to say. It's a constant evolution, a constant recreating, because you may have, you know, overcome this hurdle, or you may have learned how to do a particular thing, or, you know, but then there's something else. There's something else, whether it's in yourself, whether it's a new idea, whether it's a new way, a new direction your company is going in. There's always something to learn. And so professional development is your gateway to success. Consistent, keyword, consistent professional development. And so let me really jump into what I want to say. So in quarter one, the content on the people's brand, and if you missed it, please feel free to go back. I shared with you, I think I spoke a little bit about goal setting, but I also shared with you um, more about my signature program, Communicate to Influence. I spoke about that, lots of information there. Um, in February, we spoke about emotional intelligence, which is lacking. It is lacking a lot in people and especially leaders. You need to have a heightened awareness of emotional intelligence to lead people. And emotional intelligence is really about understanding and being aware of your emotions, how things affect you, and also how you affect others. Okay, how you affect others. And it is sadly lacking in the leadership world. And you can change the game, and you can be different and transform your leadership style if you really look into and invest in learning about your emotional intelligence, learning more about you. Then in February, I spoke about personal branding. All right. And branding is really about what people say about you when you're not around. Branding is really personal branding as a leader is really about your reputation. Now, personal branding, a good personal brand for you will open doors, many doors for you. Many doors it'll open for you. So it is something worth investing in. And so for those of you who are regulars here on the People's Brand, my question is to you: did you take any action steps from quarter one, the content in quarter one, right? Maybe you just listen to one live stream, but there's always a takeaway. Okay, there's always a takeaway. I have designed this platform so even if you don't get heavily into communicate to influence, maybe you can't join in at this particular time, that's fine. Life happens, but the content is designed so that you have at least one takeaway, that you can take away something, that you could implement something. Did you take any action from what was shared with you, right? Did you implement? Did you set any goals from what was shared with you? That is my question to you. So about investing, and think about that, and really think, if you're just, because if you're just listening, and not just to me, if you're just viewing things and you're not walking away trying to implement something, trying to change, then um vision without execution is just hallucination, right? You are just, if you're just walking or saying, I want to change, I want to lose weight, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you're not even, when you go to the grocery store, you're not buying cookies and chips and snacks, right? If you're not disciplined, then you're just really, you're just hallucinating, because you won't change if you don't take any action. So always take action. So how will you be investing in quarter two? And I have three ways. I have three ways for you that people normally invest um, in themselves. Three ways. And the first one is um, your your time, your energy. Well, with all three, your time, energy, and finances. So how are you going to really uh, execute on all these three? Tap into the power of all these three things that you have, resources that you have available to you. So let's start with your energy. Your energy is important. Your energy is your life force. Your energy is what you give your attention and focus to, right? How are you going to be investing in your energy in quarter two? What are those things that you really focused on in quarter one? What are those things? Did you look at TV ad nauseum, right? Did you look at Netflix like you were just hooked? And Leah, and don't get me wrong, I am not bashing anybody who views Netflix. If that's your jam, that's your jam. But have you done anything else? Where did your energy go? Did you invest your energy in maybe gossiping all the time? Did you spend a lot of energy, your energy and focus on your phone with your friends, just talking nonsense, right? Like a bunch of nothing. You're catching up, yes, but you know, where did you spend your energy? Did you focus on quality time, right? Maybe you have kids and you needed to spend some time with them. Maybe you vowed in January, the new year, that you would spend more quality time with your kids or your family. Did you do that? Did you achieve that? Did you spend time on yourself? Did you spend time learning? What did you do for your what did you spend your energy on in your professional and in your professional development, right? So energy is really about your attention, your focus. It's also about letting things go. What things you needed to let go of that you carried with you? As leaders, I can tell you we need to constantly let go of stuff. We are interacting with people and people are going to get up. Leadership is about people and people are going to get us upset. They're going to get under our skin. We're going to have encounters that are not always favorable. And if you're in a leadership role and you're walking around and you're holding on, somebody got you upset and you're holding on to things and you're carrying with you, that's your energy, that's your life force, that's your focus. Where else could you be focusing, right? But now we're in a new quarter, we're in a new month, it's the beginning of the new month. And so, what do you need to let go of, right? Where do you need to place your focus? What could you focus on better? Is there somebody within your department that needs your assistance? Maybe they are below the acceptable performance standard. Can you spend time with them? Is there something that needs to be addressed in your office that you have neglected to address? What are you focused on? And so I wanted to ask those questions to sort of help you get in the mind frame, because we are just what, on April 2nd, and so we have time. We use the energy of the new month beginnings, right, to feel fresh again, to reestablish, to recommit to our goals, right, that we want to accomplish. I know they're not going to teach you this in management school, but trust me, it works. You use the energy of beginnings, the first of the month, the beginning of the week. I have no idea why people hate Mondays, like Monday blues. No, Monday is a new beginning. We get a do over. It's the beginning of the work week for some, for most people. We get a do over. What can we do differently? What can we focus on, right? The second place that I want you to think about in terms of investing is your time. And time and energy kind of intertwines, right? Because whatever you focus on, you're giving attention to that, and that takes up time. All right. And so your time. Now there's a saying that goes around, and I think it came from a great place. I really do. Like it says you have 24, the same 24 hours in the day as Beyonce, and it's really saying that you have 24 hours. She has 24 hours, you have 24 hours. What's your excuse? And I know it's coming from a great place, but I also saw something else that says, no, you don't have the same 24 hours like Beyonce, because Beyonce has a personal chef, she has a personal assistant, she has people to do stuff for her, right? So her focus, she gets to she gets more time to focus, but we can't use that as an excuse. We don't have the same 24 hours as Oprah and Beyonce, or insert whichever famous person you want to insert. We don't have the same 24 hours like them, but we do have 24 hours, and we do have a choice. We do have choice. We do have choices, and it's how we choose to use it. And I'll tell you why. Tell you an interesting thing, and you may probably have experienced it. Have you ever just been on your phone? And this happened to me just before I came on the live stream. So I got up this morning, and I'll be honest with you, I had no idea what I would say today. All I know is that I was coming on today to speak with you, right? To catch up. That's why it's called the weekly leadership chat. I'm going to catch up with you. And I hadn't yet figured out what I wanted to say. Even in the week, I really hadn't, right? And I woke up this morning, I sort of had an idea, and I sat down and I started to prepare my thoughts and notes. And then I got a message from my brothers. We're in a chat group, and we were talking. One of them wanted our opinion on the whole Will Smith thing. And I took some time and I shared what I thought. I sent a voice note because I was doing other stuff as well, like I said. And when I looked at the time, I was like, oh my God, it's almost time for me to shower, you know, to get into my live stream headspace. And I really don't like to rush when I'm getting ready on Saturday mornings to come on live stream for you, because my thing is I am giving you my attention, right? I'm giving you my energy. This is where I'm at. So I need to be in a certain mind frame. I need to have minimal distractions. Um, I don't even know why I was looking at my phone in the first place, because I usually don't. I have it on a focus, right? But I say all that to say, it time creeps up on us. Time creeps up on us, and we have the time. It's just how we choose to use our time. We have 24 hours. How are you choosing? Because you have a choice. How are you choosing to use your time? This is why routines work, and I believe in them. This is why routines work. If you look at and you read about people who are successful, they all have a routine. They have something built into their daily life that they do, and they do it repeatedly. All right. And so I'm challenging you to really take stock of your time. And there are going to be times that you get carried away, like you're on your phone and then it's an hour, right? It's going to happen. It's going to happen because one is the world that we live in. The world that we live in now is very distracting. And so you have to really be strong to eliminate those distractions. Sorry, eliminate those distractions. And so look at your time. Look at how you're spending your time, where you're spending your time, even in your work day. Okay. Even in your work day, a lot of people decide that, hey, I need time management. Sometimes it's not about time management, even it's about your focus, where you choose to put your energy, but both go hand in hand. So, how are you going to be investing your time and energy in quarter two? And then, lastly, your finances. We are not just here to pay bills and die. And let me say the bigger picture. If you're just joining the bigger picture, because you might be confused as to where I'm going, the bigger picture is really about your personal development, right? And personal development doesn't just happen just like that. It doesn't happen just like that. You're investing something, and usually it's these three things: your focus, your energy, and your time. And so we're not just here to pay bills and die. We're not just here to just practice self-care all day and get our nails done and mani pedi, and and even self-care, it includes those elements, but also it includes some elements of time as well, right? Get in the habit of planting seeds for your success. The seeds for your success includes time, energy, and finances. And finances in terms of your money, because sometimes you're going to have to pay to learn. There's sometimes you're going to have to pay to learn. Sometimes you're going to YouTube University won't just cut it. Sometimes just coming on the people's brand and listening to these live streams, binging on the content, that's time, that's your energy, that's great, but sometimes that isn't going to cut it either. Sometimes you're going to have to pay to learn, and it could be a simple course, it could be a workshop, it could be something simple as a networking event, like a or it doesn't have to be a coded as a professional event, but it could be an event like a dinner party, right? Like a charity event. At charity events, you network, you meet people. That's the other thing. You have to pay for that, right? You have to pay for that. And so plant seeds of success with your time, your energy, and your finances. You know, because like I said, we're not just here to pay bills and die. We're not just here to just, you know, don't have any boundaries and people just take up our time, you know, with their stuff. What about us? And this is where I want you to look at. These are the things that people don't tell you when you are a leader, but these are the things that matter. When you take care of these elements, when you take care of you, you are better able to go out and serve. Have you ever gone to work and you're tired? Maybe you've had a tough few weeks and you are tired, or maybe you haven't taken any time off and you are just tired. You perform at a different level. You perform at a different level. And so these things are important. And so when you plant seeds with your time, your energy, your finances, what happens, right? Listen, reaping and sowing is not just a biblical term. It's also a law, right? A law of nature. Whatever you put into, whatever you put your energy in, whatever you put your time into, whatever you put your money into, it's a seed you're sowing. What are you reaping? What's the ROI? What's the return on the investment for you? The return on the investment for you is value. Whatever you choose to focus on, where you put your time, where you spend your money, a course, you join the Communicate to Influence coaching program. Um, some persons have done an interview prep class with me, like a few Saturdays ago. I did that for someone with someone that I knew. That's time. Okay, what's the return? Value. Value. You're adding value to you. You're positioning yourself. And when you create value for yourself, when you build your value, you build your wealth. And a lot of people think that wealth is just money and it's tangible, right? But sometimes it isn't. So you plant those seeds, time, energy, finances. You're building your value. That's what you're getting back. You're building your wealth. And in turn, you're going to see the physical elements of it, which is the money. Okay? Because you're positioning yourself to earn more. You're positioning yourself to earn more. You're positioning yourself to go after that job that you want. You're positioning yourself to muster up the courage to apply for that job or go after that promotion, you're positioning yourself in such a way that other people are saying, hey, I've heard so much great things about you. Your personal brand is strong. People are talking about you that you don't even know, about your leadership reputation. That is where that comes from. And then you get it in physical forms. That is how you create value and wealth for yourself. And so that is my message for quarter two. What are you investing in? What are your investments? How will you be investing? Time, energy, your finances. Look at these three areas in your life. Look at what you're doing, where you're going. And again, I'm not saying that you can't find time for your friends and family, but you also have to um, really look at these three resources, that limited resources that you have, or unlimited, really. Yeah, unlimited resources. Um, how you are tapping into those for this quarter. So this is your homework today. Go back, think about what you're doing, how you're doing it, how you're gonna change, what you're gonna focus on with your energy, where you're gonna place your time. What can you invest in this month? Is it a course? Is it a networking event? Is it going for lunch with someone that you want to learn more from? It could be something as simple as that. It could be a book that you buy on Amazon, right? But you have to take action. You invest and you take action. You invest and you take action. And so I wanted to leave you with that. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let me know if it resonates with you, right? And share it with a friend, a family, someone, another, one of your peers, someone who's in a management role. Share it with them. And have a happy Saturday. If you'd like to work with me in my coaching program, it's called Communicate to Influence. Um, Schedule a consultation call. I'll be happy to walk you through what it's all about. If you're right, we'll discuss really on the call if you're right fit for that program. And have a great one. Have a great weekend. And I will see you next week. All right. Bye.